Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I so look forward to talking with you every day. This is this is really special. So, I am here every single day of the year, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy spending so much time with you guys. I'm here every day of the year. I read on political topics that you give me the questions. You just put them in all caps in the chat. That way I'll know you're talking to me. And other than that in the chat, please just type normally. So because that's how people talk to each other and are just very helpful and kind. And thank you. We have epic troll slayers here too. So who've kept us safe for, gosh, year and a half. I've been doing this every day for a year and a half. So also 10% of all income that comes into the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. I think that's about it. After this, I will go down into the description box and probably also the pinned first comment, and I will I type out the questions from today and I timestamp them so that you, if you're watching on replay, you can just get in, get out, and get on with your day, and you don't have to listen to me jibber jab at the beginning. So, oh, thank you, Judy. Appreciate that. All right, we're going to use a Pre-Raphaelite deck again today. I'm still discovering little paintings here and there because I looked through it, but I didn't look through it really, really closely. So anyway, I brought one question. Oh, hello, Mims. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pamela. And I appreciate you saying it. Trust me, I worry. Thank you. Oh, Maria, love and blessings to all. My son gave me Earl Grey tea now. I can invite Captain Picard. Earl Grey, hot. I love Twining's Earl Grey. I'm there. Anyway, I did bring one question with me today. Apparently, according to the new book that's coming out, Trump was actually worried that Ghoul-aine Maxwell would roll on Trump. Do you think will she roll on me? Do you think she'll roll on me? And then there was talk about a possible, can I give her a pardon or something? So I'm hello. I have a question. So we're going to be asking about that. I've got some questions already. I've copied some of them into the description box already, but I had a question first thing from Deb O, and she was here early, and she had her question right there, and she's like, "Look, I can't be here, but this is my question." And so, okay, we're gonna do her question. Larry Rudolph was Britney Spears. It's Britney Spears. He was her ex manager. He was her manager for like 25 years. He just resigned. And I read the article as to why he says he's resigning, but she would like to know if he will actually be found guilty of any misconduct. Okay, why not? Rolando's asking, will Biden stop North Dakota from the governors from using private money to send the National Guard to the border? I didn't think that was legal. I didn't. Apparently they're doing it. But he said, we'll stop Texas and North Dakota. Is Texas, Texas is right there, is it? But I guess you would be moving them out of their bases or where they're supposed to. I don't know. But we know North Dakota is doing it. I believe Florida is doing it, and Texas as well. Using private money to send the National Guard to the border, that can't be legal. That can't be legal. Seriously. So anyway, we've got that. And then if I go back here, the other questions I grabbed quickly before they disappeared. Paula was asking, just make a note here. Paula, will they search Indian residential, Native American residential schools in the U.S.? for Graves. Jeez. I will, that, and the whole energy around that is so dark and it hits me so hard. So I will try to are they going to search? And I'll try to skim over the energy and hopefully it won't just knock me off my feet. Elector is asking, will the terrorists who stormed the Capitol actually get long sentences? So far, all I see is a slap on the wrist. Like one got probation and time served. So insurrectionists get, let's say, long sentences. All right, so I've got that. So that would be number 5. Will any insurrectionists get long sentences? Okay. All right. I would imagine so, but we'll have a look at it. By the way, I chose this because I like the colors and everything, but I'm loving this stain. I love when they work well transparent. When they're transparent, the stained glass effect. I love that. It takes so little to make me happy. All right, let's see here. Okay, so Roland, I've got your question. I've got Electra's. Kevin, any other 70s rockers out there? Check out Yes Band. Yes? Is Yes Band different from Yes? Are they Canadian? I'm confused. But hello, Kevin. All right. Who else has a question here? Holly and Francis recommending the New York Times documentary about the January 6th insurrection. I've seen it is like shown to me, like this might be something you're interested in. I haven't seen it yet, but thank you for letting me know. Okay. Hello, Squadio. Okay, so Paula, I've got Paula's questions. Okay, so this is Electra's question. All right, and Mims has a question. Oh, Mims was unsubscribed. Had a hard time getting here today. Oh, do check if you're subscribed, please. And if you aren't, please do. We're nice. We're nice here. And I'm literally here every day of the year. Weekends, weekdays. You know the drill. Every day of the year, weekends, weekdays, holidays, my birthday, your birthday, I'm here. So, Sally Gal, will 45's efforts to influence the 2020 elections be thwarted by his legal or health issues? That's what I've been picking up, but we could always just ask. So, Sally, 45 not influence 2022 midterms due to legal issues or health issues. Okay, so you've got that. Let me go over here. All right, I've got that. I'm just trying to figure out where I was. All right, so I've got that. I've got that. All right, so let me see if I can put this here, because that is number 6. All right. And Jules, a few readers have predicted Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth may leave the Earth in August. Do you see a change in the British monarchy before the year end? That I will read on. Do you see a change? A change in the British monarchy. I don't have a problem reading on that. I don't like reading if someone's going to, because other things could happen too. And it's just, but number 7 is Jules. Change in monarchy. Before year's end. Excuse me. Okay, that will be number 7. So I've got that down. All right, what else have I got here? Okay. Debbie is asking, do the Trumps and Trump org employees still go into the office every day? Awkward. I imagine an SNL segment. They do. That's more of a Google question, but I believe they do. So, and let's see here. What else have we got? I mean, there are pictures of Weisselberg going in. Okay. Judy is asking about the Moors, the militia, and because they were arrested in Massachusetts. So let's do a reading on, oh, yuck. Talk about a cesspool of energy. All right, so put that there. Judy. We'll look at the Moors militia. Was there a plan? Did they get in trouble? All right, number 8, we will look at that. All right, what else have we got here? Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Scott. You guys are so great. You're so kind. You're not just kind to me, which is wonderful. You're so kind to each other. And Moss, hello, Autumn and Boo Boo's and Kitty when he's done with his nap. Yes. Thank you, Paula. Shirley, will McCrazy try to any more repugs on the January 6th commission? My understanding is that he's supposed to be choosing people for the select committee on January 6th. And I read on this yesterday, very recently. Oh, yeah, it was yesterday at 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 30 seconds. Steve asked, will McCarthy only assign extremist representatives to the January 6th Select Committee? So I read on this yesterday. So there is that. I hope that helps answer. But no, he's supposed to be. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mims. Okay, Karaoke Goddess is asking if we can look into Bruno Amato running against Kevin McCarthy for the Senate. Yes, please. Okay, put this here. Karaoke Goddess. Bruno Amato. Oh, wait. McCarthy isn't in the Senate. McCarthy's in the House. I'm confused. Easily done. Let's just look up Bruno Amato for Congress. He is almost exactly 10 years older than I am. Huh. He's an actor. I'm guessing this is not him. Maybe he did. Against Kevin McCarthy. Congress, California, District 23. Is this the... Oh, it is the actor. Okay. Black Lives Matter, say their names. Hey, I got to show you this. Congress. Okay. Let me share. Share screen. Chrome tab. Look at this. I like it. Say their names. Black Lives Matter. Let me see if I can go scroll in just a tiny bit. I just being against McCarthy makes me like him, but that's I like his Twitter page. Okay. So he's running against Kevin McCarthy. Okay, number 9. That'll be number 9. We'll have a look. We shall have a look at that. Thank you, Karaoke Goddess. Okay. What else have we got here? Thank you, Deborah. Oh, thank you. Love Jalou, will the whole Trump family be indicted? Well, yesterday I went through will Don Sr., Don Jr., Ivanka, and Eric face the same charges over non-taxed perks. I have looked at yesterday at 1 hour 29 minutes. Will Jr., Eric, and Ivanka be arrested? So I looked at that. So yeah, there's a lot from yesterday where I went over those things. Love Chula. Okay. So, all right, there's Paula. Will they search? Nothing about will they find anything. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for going easy on me. These poor kids. Jeez. M. Kelpie, are they going to find out that 45's Klan stole more than stationery from the White House? Ooh, okay. Well, I know, didn't they try to walk away with a bust of Lincoln or George Washington, this little statue of something? I mean, there's literally a picture of someone just like carrying a big marble thing out to the president's car or something. It was like when he left the White House. I could be remembering that wrong, but okay. All right, put this here. All right, so Trump clan stole. So it's hard to write at the bottom of the page. Okay, got that. So I've got room for 2 more questions. Oh, thank you, me, myself, and I. Carl, you guys are so kind. Thank you, Emmy. All right, what else have we got for questions? Okay. Fi, will Tiffany go down with the rest of the Orange Kids? Well, she wouldn't go down just because she's one of them. I mean, and I haven't picked up anything bad happening to Tiffany. I've picked up her marrying Mr. Moneybags and having children. That's all I've picked up about Tiffany. And before anyone is thinking, oh, well, she landed in Clover. Yeah, I'm not getting the best energy from Mr. Moneybags. Then again, I don't get the best energy from Tiffany. So yeah, that money comes with a lot. Well, thank you, me, myself, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I've gotten about Tiffany. Check with other readers though, because we're all reading on the same collective energy. Oh, Sherry's saying yes. They tried taking stuff, and the press caught them. They said it was going back to the White House Museum. Yeah, just dropping that off, are you? Oh, Judy, why are you saying you're sorry? All's well. All is well. Okay. Let me see what else is next. I've got space for, like I said, did I save that? Yes, 2 more questions. So we are down to Charlie's asking, what's up with corporate giving money again to the GOP? They want lower taxes. Corporations, yeah, it's just they go together. They just do, like peanut butter and jelly or arsenic and cyanide. They just naturally go together. It was a matter of time. They want lower corporations. They lobby. They want lower taxes. That's the main thing they want. They don't want their people unionizing, so they can't go to the Democrats. I don't know that there's anything more than that, Charlie. But let me know if you've heard something. Like if you want to narrow down on something specific, or you think there's something hinky going on there. Okay, Paul is asking, does September look like an unstable time? This is interesting because I'm also wondering, it's August. I'll look at August and September because people are talking. Oh, my pillow guy came out and said that, was it August 13th is going to be the day that Trump is put back in office. Oh. August and okay, unstable time. Okay. And then I'll have space for one more question. August. Unstable time. Okay, I've got that. That's number 11. And for number 12, our last. Oh, thank you, Mims. They are the last contestants today on I Survived the Trump Era. Susan, anything big coming this week? I'm getting an empty room. I hate that. I'm getting an empty room feeling. I'm so sorry. And the question right after that listed was from Cece Ryder, there was a question yesterday I didn't read on about the cyber ninjas. Are they selling or using Democratic information? Are other states doing this too? I didn't get to read on it. So actually, I think I'm going to move that down to today. So that will give me 12 for today. But it was something big. I can try. I can try. All right, cyber ninjas and all right. So put in 13. Let me see here. Susan is asking. Anything big coming this week? I'll see if I pick up on anything. Okay. Oops, 13. And that's going to do it for questions for today. So I have got all of my questions for today, I'm afraid. Sorry, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'm Susan saying, no worries. Thanks for being here every day. Oh, thank you. I'll see what I can come up with. there's I mentioned this yesterday, and as I am shuffling, I am getting, actually, I don't feel like I should use this deck. I feel like I should use Old Faithful today. So, okay, we're going to use this. As I said yesterday, the other night I was reading on, future of the channel is this what's the future here? Should I concentrate on other things? Should I? And I can't normally read on myself, but I have a way of asking questions and writing it down very carefully, and it gives me a little bit of space. It's still not great, but it's something. And I was like, because they're starting to get Trump and and it was just like, no, I was getting death cards and towers, and it was like, okay, we'll have plenty to read on. There was something here. Oh, thank you, John. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mims. There was a question. Who was it? Ton says, don't apologize. We take on the world 12 questions at a time. That's huge. I like that. Taking on the world 12 questions at a time. There was a question, Polly Wanda. I don't know that I'll get to this today, but I want to make sure I make a note of it. Polly Wanda is asking, would the world be different if Trump had been born a woman? I don't think any of these questions are going to be like overloaded Celtic. So maybe I'll have time to squeeze in some extras. We'll see. Thank you, DLC. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let me take a sip of this, and let's see here. All right. Whew. Soak up the cool stained glass effect, the colors. I would like to go on record saying, you know what, this whole beachy wave thing of modern hairstyles, it doesn't. I like it. It looks nice, and I do it, but the Saturn on my ascendant is a little dubious of the beachy waves, but it does happen. So, oh well, that's what I've got to work with. This is pretty natural. So, starting at 29. Good old Faithful here. Yes, Trump is very Leona Hemsley-like. So, okay, soak up the good energy, because we're going down into the muck. Thank you, Lainey. So I'm shuffling. I will spend 7 seconds and tell you that I saw my youngest nephew last night. His hair is gorgeous. It's like this long, and it's just full-bodied, and it was really lovely, absolutely lovely. But he's gorgeous, of course, and I'm not exaggerating when I actually say he actually happens to be a genius. Literally, like Mensa. So it was good to see him. And if you can't brag on your family, then, I mean, he's not my kid, but he's my nephew. So, and I love him. Thank you. Sherry's saying, I don't like the messy hair look. I always want to get a brush for them to use. I know what you mean. Oh my gosh, Carl says, I was feeling adventurous. He bought a naughty tarot deck. Not too sure when to use it. Squadio, your nephew, child, teen, young adult, literally just graduated from high school. So, thank you, Bob. So, my second oldest nephew just started his PhD program in biomedical physics. I'm so proud of them. And then the other two who may not have those like accolades in that way, they're fantastic anyway. They're really, really good people, and that's all that matters to me. All right, I will quit just heaping praise on my blood relatives. I was not blessed with children, but I would hope that had I had children, that they would at least know that they were loved. I can't say I would have been a great mom. Who knows? But anyway. All right. Yes. Why am I talking about all of this? Because I have to read on. Because this is what I'm here to do. I'm here to read on this icky energy. So I was soaking up some good energy. Because I'm reading on Ghoul-aine Maxwell. According to the news, a book I don't know if it's Woodward's book or it's a book that's coming out. I am feeling slightly nauseous now. Thank you, Linda. Ghoul-aine Maxwell. According to a book that is coming out, Trump, when she was arrested or when he was in office, he was thinking out loud. He was asking people, "Do you think she will roll on me?" Or he may have been talking about himself in third person, like he does. Remember, I told you they're like kings. He's like a king of old. Trump talks about himself in the third person like His Royal Highness. It's bizarre. Anyway, but he was worried about her. Will she roll on Trump? Will she roll on me? Oh my gosh. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. Wow. So, and he apparently was asking if he could give her a pardon. What will she roll on Trump? Who the heck would want to? And who would? Yeah, the royal we. Who would want to roll on Trump anyway? No, but will she roll as in give information? Oh God, I hate this energy. I don't use the H word very often, but it's so gross. Will Ghoul-aine roll on Trump? A bunch of kerfluffle. That's a refusal. She's been that's some kind of refusing investigators. So she has not been rolling on, or she hasn't. Maybe at the time she hadn't rolled on anybody. That's adding insult to injury in the middle. There's a 3 of Wands, and No. This is a card of refusal. Refusal, that's a card of investigators. So refusing to work with investigators. But there's insult to injury right in the middle. And it's a sword card. So it may have, it's right next to the investigator card. So they are probably related. And the center card in one of these odd card, 3 card, 5 card, 7 card spreads is the most powerful, usually. Unless it feels differently. Trump is the King of Wands. I get, anyway, King of Wands. This is waiting for your ship to come in. This is kind of the karma card and what you've sent out coming back to you. And right next to that, I have got Major Arcana, capital letter Justice. How would you interpret this? Which would mean this card for the reading, because it's Wands, would be the way he deflects and denies and Kevin was waiting for that a head bob and a lower voice. Hold up. I like that. Ooh. My skin's crawling. Ghoul-aine, are you going to roll on Trump? Are you going to... Do you have evidence? I'm getting a terrible feeling in the back of my throat. I mean, this is just... Are you going to turn over evidence against Trump? I'm getting a terrible feeling right here. All right, Ghoul-aine, are you going to turn over evidence against Trump? King of Cups. That's a legal decision too. This is the card of decision. I'm going to show you the cards and I'll tell you how I interpret them and we'll do this together. That's the card of decision. This is the card of illusion. Delusion can be lies. All right, this is the 2 of Pentacles, which is this unstable. He's not completely stable on his feet, and even the people on the ship are like, whoa, right? Everything's unstable. Knight of Cups. This is someone who's protecting the realm, but the cups will usually mean compassionate. And then the Moon against absolute chaos. And with that here, this is the compassionate knight. Rather than aggressive law enforcement, this becomes the prosecutor, the compassionate prosecutor. Legal decision to cut through the lies. This could be this Pentacles. It's usually material things, or it's conservatives. Compassionately going to make perhaps victims. Look, tell me another way I can be interpreting this, because this is what I'm seeing. See, I don't want it to be true just because, oh gosh. And then just sitting here, the card that's just sitting here is the Lover's card. I don't want it to be true because it means there's a victim. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Are they going to nail Trump to the wall for this? If this is true, assuming this is true, entertainment only, what do I know? Will they nail Trump to the wall for this? If it's true. Well, will they nail Trump to the wall? Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm. Calm down. They nailed Trump to the wall. Chariot. That is big movement, big change. It's also the higher octave of the Knight of Swords. So it's not just aggressive law enforcement, it's super aggressive law enforcement. Next to a Ten of Swords means somebody is coming down on somebody. The law is coming down on somebody with all the working ends of the sharp things. This is the Eight of Cups. This is the Seven of Swords. This is the Empress. Aggressive law enforcement coming down on somebody. This is a card. This is my card of evidence. It's one of my cards of evidence. Someone comes in, they leave some evidence, and they walk away. Someone else comes in, they leave some evidence, they walk away. This can all be also be a card of things being incomplete. But in this context, they're not. This does not happen because something is incomplete. This is the thief card, the terrorist card. The taking something that isn't yours, taking something you shouldn't have. This is the Empress. There's a sign of the woman on there. This reading begins and ends with major arcana, capital letter energy. Something, because these are next to each other, something stolen from womanhood. I need to get out of this energy. I need to blow my nose. I will take pity on you and mute while I blow my nose. Is there something silly on here? Is there something silly? Have a yeah. I don't want Babuza Teddy in this energy. Give me something silly to read on. Preferably something insulting to Trump. I don't want him in this energy. I'll go get the kitty later. He'll show up later, but what's something insulting or ridiculous I could read on? Phi. Okay. How big is Trump's brain? We're not gonna talk about older men who but for, we're all gonna age. So infirmity as part of aging, we shouldn't make fun. But just read. Interesting. Let's look. Scott, does the G in MAGA mean gullible? I like that. Okay, so Trump's brain. How big is Trump's brain? At 4730. How big is Trump's brain? A brain. The thing is, I saw a really interesting TikTok. There's this guy who talks about kind of facts about animals and things. It's nice to see that. And he was talking. Someone was asking, what's the dumbest animal? And apparently, our brains are. It isn't so much how big our brains are, although that helps, but also how complex. And apparently you can tell how you can get a sense of how intelligent an animal is based on how many ridges there are in the brain. And, we've all seen on TV, even models of brains. Human brains, they've got lots of, curvy bits, ridges, and right? And the guy was saying, don't make me talk about this again. Okay, I'll talk about this again. The koala. And he showed there was a koala brain. It was almost entirely smooth. He's like, they're not smart enough to get out of the rain or even try. They do all kinds of things that are just bless. But and apparently, for example, elephants have bigger brains than we do, but they don't have the complexity that ours do. So, but Trump's big brain, is it smooth as a bowling ball? Yes, koalas are sweet. Yes. Yeah, no ridges, very smooth. Smooth as a bowling ball. He was on the defensive. He said that stupid thing about, I have a big brain. He said that because he was feeling on the defensive, because his ego is blown glass and is about that big. Queen of Wands. Oh, but everyone around him tells him how great he is. And everyone around him is used to abuse. Do you guys remember in Doctor Strange when who's the librarian? Who was the librarian? I can't remember his name offhand. It's right there. Anyway, Stephen Strange said, I don't know, people used to find me funny. And the librarians asked him, did they all work for you? That's this. Partying has not done him any favors. Just meanness is not good for the brain. Unstable. Remember I was explaining the physical being unstable? And that's just mean. That's just being just mean. BC Mom, I heard a phrase once, sharp as a marble. I like that. I like that. Yeah, the people around him just, you're so smart. You're so great, Mr. Trump. Three of Cups here. That's a card of partying. And he's just mean. Yep. And a slime bag. But that's just my opinion. All right. Let's have a look at, okay. Let's look at governor sending the National Guard to the border. Okay, we're at 52. Will Biden stop North Dakota, I believe Florida and Texas? Yeah, they're going the right way. Stop North Dakota, Florida, and Texas from using private money to send the National Guard to the border. Polly Wanda is asking, why have we never seen Trump's feet? He just, I mean, it's prosthetics in the front of it with the hooves. I thought this was illegal. I thought, how can it be legal to use private money to send the National Guard to the border? How? All you need is one corrupt governor and somebody with deep pockets, and what, you've got a private army? Oh, Shirley's saying Florida's sending police. That can't be right either. Will Biden stop this lunacy? This is the card of disappointment at what's been not there, what's not working, but there is still some stuff standing. So, eek. I'm glad I made you laugh, Pamela. Tolly in France, Ohio is sending highway patrol. Fruits of labor. Two of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Knight of Swords. Fool. Or state troopers. Bob, I'm not touching that comment, but it's funny. All right, seven of Pentacles is fruits of labor, as in having access to money, having access to National Guard, being this corrupt governor. This is dodgy. This is very unstable doing this. Republican energy. I don't like that in the center of this reading. It's a sword card, so it could be Sorry, I'm still having trouble. This could be quiet. The card is quiet as a tomb, and it's swords. So it could be either the law or the military. And that's where this gets a little tricky. This Knight of Swords, this is aggressive law enforcement. So this would be them going. And this is a fool. So foolish people sending them. Foolish, the fullness. So the center of the I'll need a clarifier, because the center of this is right next to this aggressive law enforcement. So is this using the law to quiet this down? Or is this Biden not having the law behind him to be able to stop it? So I'll need a clarifier. Shirley's saying it'll get stopped. Could somebody please Google, is this even legal? Is it legal for these governors to use private money to send the National Guard anywhere? To go, down the street to get McDonald's? I mean, seriously. Is this legal? I'll get boo-boo in a minute. So I'll need a clarifier on my quiet as a tomb card. Oh, Desrat's saying it's illegal. Lonnie's saying Biden can stop it. It's illegal. Gail's saying no, it is not. So Gail is no, it is not, or we answer. Are we saying it's legal or not? Because Gail usually has the are you a lawyer? It seems like you always have great lawyer insight. Everybody's saying they don't think it's legal, but they're doing it. Good point. Asby Third Eye. Law enforcement officers are licensed state by state, a license that does not transfer to any state that did not issue it. So Biden will be able to, it's not legal. Thank you, Gail. Thank you, everybody. But it does not stop them. Well, quiet as a tomb would say maybe they are stopped. All right, this is a merchant card, but also cups are Democrats. So let's see what this means, because this is a card for the reading. All right. Sorry, I'm explaining all the cards today. It's like, this is we're looking at this together slowly, working our way through it. Page of Swords. It's usually a bully. This is Trump the bully. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so it's not the bully, because it's next to another page. This is Page of Pentacles. These are young people. Swords are law enforcement, military, thought, internet, stuff like that. But here we're talking about the military, and it costing money and being paid for by a private source. So this is police or the National Guard. Four of Wands. Let me see what we've got here. Lovers and Eight of Wands. This card in the center is the card of, well, traditionally it's a card of vacation or retirement. But because of this big building in the background with the red roof and the kind of garland and the MAGA, it looks like MAGA people back here going, hey, party, at Trump's place. This is the far right extremism. It's Trump's base of power, which is going to be this right-wing extremism, this neo-fascism. That's what this is. Then we have a Lover's card, and then we have the card of a lot. Oh, okay. The Lover's card is right next to the card of Trump's, it's the neo-fascism. Showing your loyalty, your undying devotion, your love of all things, because it's sandwiched in between this. These are the tools of the fascism. How many do you use? Do you use them often? Do you do all of these things? Showing your you have to show your loyalty by sending in young people, doing whatever, using Phi, DeWine is sending 14 state troopers to the U.S. border at the request of Abbott. I'm an Ohioan and not happy about this. Oh, Frosty Bean, Mr. and Mrs. Frosty Bean are here. Hello. Barr went around the country swearing in officers to be federal agents. Are they being sent? I don't know. This is then, since these are cups and this is all laid out, and he's almost smug. Like, yep, got this. This is probably the laws, because it's Democrats, so it's on the other side, saying, politicians going, no, or people in the Biden administration or whatever it is. Are the three cards are the off. So Barr went around the country basically making new federal agents. Are they being sent? All right, Empress, that's a card for America. So going around the country. The victory card, the victory of fascism. The thief card. And unsteady Republican energy. Yeah, so they're deep in this, and it's hurting the Republicans. So I'm not getting whether or not they're going to be stopped. I'm getting that this is hurting the Republicans. And the cards are repeating that rather than giving me an answer to that original question. That's all I got. Okie dokie. At 103, will any insurrectionists get long sentences? Because at least for some, it does seem like many of them are just getting a slap on the wrist. But will any insurrectionists get long sentences? Yeah, I know it's a mixed bag. I'm getting a mental image of like the small, big, large shit. Okay, so it's going to vary, but are any of them going to get like really long sentences? Mims, I don't know. I think that would be a more a Google question. Somebody's been talking about that somewhere. Insurrectionists, traitors. Come on down. So are any of the January 6th insurrectionists going to get long sentences? That is the card of chaos. Capital letter, insurrection, chaos, howling at the moon, passions run amok, and not in a nice way. It's awful. Yuck. All right. Well, it needs them get long sentences. Okay. This is a card of having suffered abuse, feeling beaten up. And this person is, because he's holding a wand, it's almost like he's guarding that wall as well as having been seriously beaten up by it, or by the people who've put these here, or it's really this whole situation he's in is beating him up. Now, if that's actually, in some instances, that could be someone from the outside beating this person up, but these ones we've kind of established it's this neo-fascist garbage. King of Swords. All right, this is a king of the law. This is prosecutors. We have a 10 of Cups. That's a happy family, or that's being able to go about your business and just have a good day. Getting nasty people just out of the way, off the streets. Page of Pentacles. Okay, so that's a young person or someone who is mentally young or naive, who has a conservative cause. Page of Swords, more young people. Yeah, this was earlier, more naive people, but this can also be the bully, Trump. And this is, if you look closely at both of these cards, they're completely out of proportion with the rest of the card. It's like they're hundreds of feet tall, or hundreds of feet tall, yeah, or 100 feet tall, whatever. They think they're bigger than they actually are. They think they're more important than they actually are. This is getting bad people off the streets. People who went through the insurrection, these are prosecutors going after them. This is really bad people being taken off the streets, so that's good. And then we've got these, they were some misguided young people, but this was, right beneath that, I've got aggressive law enforcement and the moon card. Actually, it's more like this, because this was right there. So they're going to go for the worst of the worst. What we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of these people, young, deluded. They were there, they did wrong, but they weren't it's easy to look at the people who aren't getting, there are a lot of people who aren't getting, I think they all should get serious repercussions, but some of them, it's like, okay, you if you were black, yeah, we'd throw you in jail for the rest of your natural life, but you're white, so therefore we'll give you a slap on the wrist. But they're going to be getting, prosecutor will be clearing some nasty people off the streets. So there's that. Okie dokie. $109. Okay. Helen Sweet, the governor has additional authority to accept donated funds for emergency management. Emergency management? Define emergency. Wouldn't he or she have to declare a state of emergency? I don't think anybody's declared a state of emergency. I mean, maybe you could make an argument if Texas had declared a state of emergency. Maybe it's like, okay, well, I haven't, but the state has, so I'm doing the same, or as a part of that, or related to keep the country safe. But without somebody declaring a state of emergency, really? Thank you, Kevin. All right. We're actually more like 110. Okay, Will 25 be indisposed for the 2022 midterms, so he won't have influence. Will he be lacking influence because of legal or health problems? will Trump have legal or health problems that are going to stop him from being... Oh, I've got cards right off the top of the deck. Not all, but some. That's usually a good sign. Because of legal or health problems. Cards, as I feel like I should just pull straight off the top of the deck, it usually means the energy is very clear and straightforward. It's very, this is how things should be. This is, right, Fi. Yes, I agree, Fi. All right, Three of Swords. Well, this could be one of two things. This could be law or health, because we have swords, which is law enforcement, but we have a big heart, which can be vaguely literal. Pain in the heart, health, bad health, or that's a big storm in the background. So we're in the right area. That's the card for the reading. So we're in the right energetic area. That's what that's saying. All right, Hierophant. So that would be institutions. Three of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. Oh, is my internet going funny again? Fruits of labor. Six of Swords. Six of Cups. So this is an institution, and this is Democrats being happy, if not celebrating. So right now, the Democrats control the presidency, technically the Senate, arguably the Senate, and the House of Representatives. So they're in a good spot. Republicans, they have fruits of labor. They've done a lot to, and they will do a lot in order to try and win the Congress back, including there were some articles this morning. Sorry, I'm putting my leg here so I can stretch it a little bit. That's why everything's suddenly shaking. There's talk about quote unquote cracking cities to break them of the Democratic strongholds that they are. It's called gerrymandering. But that was a term they were using, cracking cities. These are all the tools they're using. This, remember, swords are law enforcement, or it can be communication, but it's usually some form of law enforcement. And the old expression, going up the river, going to prison. And then this is a card of nostalgia. I call this my garden center card because it looks like someone's buying a pot of, it looks like someone's buying a pot of flowers, for their garden or their landscaping or their back porch or something. And again, this is Cup, so it's Democrats. This is also the card of nostalgia. It can also, in some cases, be this thing, for those who don't know, it can in some cases be a beautiful view that, it looks lovely from the outside. It looks idyllic. But in reality, you've got a guard here with a big old fascist staff who's actually like holding this whole area under control in the background. But anyway, no, this feels like, I'm not being drawn to that. That could also be the fascist walking away. Depends how it feels and what's around it. So this just feels like Democrats. So, and then since this is the card of the reading, and both this, which is next to an institution, this is not really a health card. Cup cards are usually health cards, but not really this one, unless they're partying in their hospital gowns. And then this is going to the garden center. These are not health cards, so I'm thinking it's legal. And somebody's going up the river. But Republicans will use their own the tools they have. Do you guys like me doing the readings this way, or am I just driving you crazy? Because I'm enjoying this. Because I can just zip through these without explaining what I'm seeing, but I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I should explain like what I'm getting and why, because then you could understand better, and I don't know. Oh, I think Suit is applauding. Thank you. Unless that isn't me. Dave, bull artistry. I assume that's not it. It's not. I assume that's not for me. But anyway, love it. Love you. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'll just keep doing this then, because I like doing it this way. I don't like just going zip, zip, zip and just telling you. It's like, we're doing this together. Please explain away. Okay. Good. Good. This is how we're going to do things. Change in the monarchy. 1/1630. Will there be a change in the monarchy? Thank you. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you. Will there be a change in the monarchy, the British monarchy, by the end of 2021? Will there be a change in the British monarchy? Some are saying, apparently some are saying that the Queen may have some troubles, but I don't know. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Thank you. Dawn saying, if we could get the chat to run the country, please. Okay. Okay, good. Good, good. Britannia. I've always our song "Our Country 'Tis of Thee" is actually it's a protest against the same tune is what they is actually "God Save the Queen" or "God Save the King," and I like our lyrics better. Our country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Great, fantastic. The God Save the King or Queen, God Save the Queen, make her victorious, something inglorious, long to reign over us, God Save the Queen. I don't want to sing that. Why would you want to sing that? Long to reign over us. Why would you sing that? Oh, good, good, good. Whew. Magician. Someone standing up. Actually, that's probably Harry. Who in the royal family is major, could be major arcana, so someone of prominence who's standing up. Probably Harry, but anyway. Ace of Cups. All right, that is great emotion, overflowing emotion usually. There's a Two of Cups, so this is a partnership. It can also be because of the, there's a difference between the caduceus and the staff of Escapulus. I may have completely messed up that name. Slightly different, but it's basically healthcare. This is a healthcare card, but it can also just be a partnership. But we're talking about possibly the Queen's health or prominent people's health. Or it can, we'll see, because a partnership could also be William and Kate. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, quiet as a tomb is at the center. Pageantry. In this card, that isn't a person. That's a sarcophagus. That's a statue. The person's in the box. King of Wands. Someone fiery. 10 of Swords. Okay, so this is an ace, so it can be a beginning of things. It's next to a card of either medical things or partnerships. So in this case, considering William and Kate are seen as more decent, a little more open, a little more friendly. William's mother was known as the Queen of Hearts. In the suit cards were originally based on playing cards. The hearts are the cups. So Queen of Hearts. So this may be the possibility of waiting for the new start of William and Kate. This is someone fiery, feeling like there are a bunch of metaphorical swords in their back, that they went through a storm. So the brothers, perhaps. And in the center, it is quiet as a tomb, but it's not the death card. They're waiting. They're waiting for death. There's no body here. You don't see a body here. Pageantry, it's all set for a body, but there's no body here. If you get this next to a death card, be concerned perhaps, but this is William and Harry stuff. That's what I'm getting for the monarchy until the end of the year. Holly, so they'll skip Charles? Well, the question was really, will there be a change in the UK monarchy before the year's end? And what I'm getting is just more William and Harry stuff for the rest of the year. We could look at Charles someday, one of these days. I'm here every day. So anyway. All right, I think I can tackle this one. 123. Okay, will they search? I'm just looking for searching. Will they search U.S. Native schools, the grounds of U.S. Native schools for graves? What a beautiful tree outside with lots of leaves. Lots of green leaves. Very pretty. Early summer day. I have a neighbor who does just amazing gardening. She used to have this small tree, about the size of a sapling, but I don't think it is. I think it actually just only grows that big. She used to have a whole bunch of silverish teapots hanging from all the branches, like Alice in Wonderland. It was very sweet, but they got old and she took them all down. I miss them. She has a lot of sculptures. A lot of sculptures in her yard. If you're wondering why I'm talking about this nonsense, it's because I'm about to go into some really dark energy, even searching for this stuff. So, pretty clouds. Really hot here. Hang on. What's the temperature today?
Right now, it's 92 degrees Fahrenheit.
92 Fahrenheit. In the U.S., are they going to search the grounds of the native schools for graves? King of Pentacles. Okay, a King of Pentacles is going to be someone who has money, somebody who got money. It can be someone who's earthy. It can also be weeds of crime. So Page of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Knight of Wands, Star. Okay. All right. We've got a Page of Swords here. So this is a young person, or this can be a young person. Swords can be legal things or communication or something like that. This is a lack of money. This is a lack of funds. This is greedily holding on to what very, very, very little you have left. This is a card of stirring the pot. It's chaos. It's like the lower octave of the Moon card, in a sense, that just stirring things up. This is a Knight of Wands. He's moving, he's going, but it's not a Knight of Swords who would be law enforcement looking or searching. And I've got a Star card here, which is a card of hope. It's also, in this case, you've got all these, I'm being drawn to all these little tiny stars here around the big star, almost like the spirits of a lot of children who have passed over, and there's the divine. So, since this Knight is next to this center card, this would be the chaos that happened in the schools. These children were defenseless because they had nothing. They had no power. They had no money. They had nothing. And these are with it being perhaps law, they were there because they in a, I don't know if it's legally true, but like wards of the state, they were taken away from their families, and they had no power, and there was absolute chaos, and they were attacked, and they have passed over. And the card for the reading is an earthy person. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. So, Mims, that's what's so infuriating. They were completely defenseless. I'm with you. I'm with you. Hey, Kristen. 3 more cards. Are they going to search for these things? Very unsteady energy. It's kind of a, how much do you want to bring up? But it could, it's complicated. Tombs. Children. Nostalgia. A celebration that perhaps you found them and you can help put them to rest and hold people accountable. And then that King of Pentacles in the last card being the earthy king, the sickly green, that energy being upended, rooted out, brought to justice perhaps eventually, but made unstable. They're going to look and they're going to find. That's what I'm seeing here. If you think, if you're getting something different from those cards, let me know. Okay. What's next? All right, what was up with the Moors militia? 130. Moors militia. So these geniuses, genii, whatever you want to call it, these geniuses, they were loaded for bear. They were carrying every weapon known to mankind practically. And they were only caught or found because their truck ran out of gas or something. They were on their way somewhere. So was this a thing? Were they was there a plan, an ugly plan, or did they just go everywhere with enough weapons to? Mims, they were on their way to Maine for training. Gosh, I hope that's all it was. Moore's militia. What's going to happen? What's going on with you guys? What's going to happen with you guys? I'm getting a mental image of men walking around wearing dunce caps. But if you think about it, also dunce caps, if you just extend them down, they're those pointy hoods, white pointy hoods. Surely they carried gas with them so they didn't have to stop at gas stations. Did they run out? Bruin, all the questions, yeah, and they ran out of gas. Yes, questions. I've got my questions for today. Sorry. All right, so look at all those stars. Like on a flag is what I'm being drawn. I'm being drawn to the stars looking like a flag. Some made-up flag. Does that make sense? Thank you, guys. But Holly's saying, but they are black? Oh, okay. Because I was getting a bunch of guys walking around in dunce caps. If you extend it down, that's what a lot of these militia are. But I was getting dunce caps. That's the actual image I was getting. I was saying if you extend it down. Cat Shepherd, right? What? Or they were refueling when the police came? Whatever it is. All right. So what we've got here. All right. We've got the Six of Pentacles, which traditionally was my favorite card in the deck, the card of generosity. But it can also be giving out little bits, limited information. This is the Thief card. Walking away with things that don't belong to you. Also, walking around carrying a whole lot of weapons. Three of Wands. What you put out coming back to you. Waiting for your ship to come in. It can just be waiting for the signal or the whatever. It's also Wands. And we remember this, the Wands keep coming up as being this neo-fascist energy, especially because it's sitting next to the Devil card. So this is absolute corruption. Absolute corruption. So these are up against each other. And this is the center card's the most powerful. So waiting for the neo-fascist call. This is, it can be healthcare. It's the card of partnership. It can be a card of health. This is healthcare, or Democrats. It would be the anti-fascist energy. You know how they always call anyone who goes up against these fascists of whatever ilk, they say, oh, they're just Democrats. So I've got a partnership here. It's next to the Devil card. So I'll have to ask for some clarification what this means exactly, but I do know that this is up against this. Thieves. And walking around with way too many weapons. And this only getting bits and pieces from Pentacles. This could be like your Fox News, your far right It basically, it feels like just little bits of conservatism being doled out, and the news, you know how fair and balanced. Give me a break. Fox News may as well just put on their banner, war is peace. Ignorance is strength. What ignorance is not, I forget what it was in 1984, but they should just use that. So because of a very limited diet of limited perspective, getting bits, they're walking around with all these weapons, waiting for the call. Not very good plans. This partnership, this might be someone infiltrating. Someone who is the opposite. It could, law enforcement, might maybe be, that's why I'll ask about this. A partnership might be someone on the other side. Let me see. Let's see. 2 of Cups. Okay, on the defensive for their far-right beliefs. Because with the Wands, you get the fascist energy. This person is on the defensive. Page of Pentacles. Okay, this can be someone young, or this can be someone without much influence. Center is the 10 of Swords, so this person has all the pointy bits in their back. And then you have Judgment. So this is harsh judgment. Harsh judgment. This last one, this Judgment, is Major Arcana, so that's going to take precedence energetically. And you've got all the swords in the back, and that's in the center. So Judgment on these yahoos. Who are going to be facing, I'm guessing they're facing some weapons charges, is my guess. I don't know. There's some kind of, they're definitely facing the judgment of the country. That's what it feels like. It's kind of what it looks like. So that is that. All right. And I know I've lost people because everyone's talking about the climate. Bruno Amato running against McCarthy. 139. Bruno Amato. I showed his Twitter. His Twitter page. Looks like a decent person. So, Bruno Amato, are you going to defeat Kevin McCarthy? Please, please. Todd Miller, alternative facts. I can't believe where's that? Oh, I thought you said Bruno Mars. That would be fun, but no. Bruno Amato is running against Kevin McCarthy. How are you going to do? Where's your energy? Where's your energy, Bruno? If you don't mind me asking. His energy isn't horrible. That's good. It's crystal clear sky blue alpine air and crystal clear water compared to McCarthy. Page of Wands. All right, traditionally a page, young person, or quite very often. The Page of Wands is the messenger. But let's see, Page of Wands, the messenger, the message bearer, the far right, maybe far right. Sometimes it's just message. It's not, doesn't matter. It's not Republican or Democratic, because that's so strongly the messenger card. But let's see what that is meant to be. Ace of Swords. All right, so that is the sword of truth, and it is cutting. It even cuts through the crown, or goes through the crown. Knight of Cups. Oh, all right. So this is the Democratic Knight coming to protect the realm, carrying. He's got the sword of truth and the compassionate cup. Page of Swords. Okay. This can sometimes be young Trump, the kind of bullying tactics, but we've got the Ace of Swords over here, so let's see what the other cards say. Six of Wands, Page of Cups. Wow, lots of pages today. This is a potential potential win for fascism. A victory. This is the victory card. And I do get pages for people just going into the beginnings of things, like the first 6 months or a year of the Biden administration. I've been getting the Page of Cups. Cups is Trump administration. This would be the young, you get toward the end, you get the older. So this could be somebody who is going to be a freshman in Congress, maybe. Here, now if this was a Page of Wands in the center, or a Page of Pentacles, I would say, a new term for McCarthy, perhaps. And I do have a victory, but this victory card, this horse is trying to move forward, and I've got this page getting in the way. And there's a big thing of water behind the page saying, yeah, you can't go this way. You're not going this way. This is my land. This is my thing now. Let's find out more about this Page of Swords in the middle. This is more hopeful than I thought it would be. Oh, man. So does Bruno Amato defeat Kevin McCarthy? Take McCarthy's seat. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and it's tornado watch. Yikes. Good luck. I hope you're safe. Okay, the Hermit. All right, this is examining something closely. It could be someone left out in the cold, someone isolated, or if there are recounts or what things looked at very closely. And it's major arcana, so it's whatever it is, it's big. This is the Six of Pentacles, so I'm giving little bits. There's a Thief card in the center, Swords, which may be law, so this might be gerrymandering. And King of Pentacles, the Republican king, the weed of with the sickly weeds of crime. So those two cards, king giving out a little to the constituents. This can be gerrymandering. It's stealing. And I'm asking about the election. So it could be the king has been stealing, or the king steals his seat. We'll look at that because this is going to be looked at very closely. Somebody left out in the cold. So let me see if I can get any clarification. So is McCarthy defeated, or do they pull their shenanigans? Okay. PTSD, neo-fascism, and we're all tired of it. We're all feeling beaten up. Hanged man. So this can be a change of how you see things, or it can also just be being strung up by your heel or something being suspended. There is a 3 of Cups. So that looks very much like happy Democrats. And then I've got a Queen of Wands. Interesting. I've got a Queen of Wands. Trump is the King of Wands. And the Queen of Wands comes up for anyone who is in some way, quote unquote, married to Trump, politically, socially, someone in his family, not literally married, obviously, in any of these cases, but there's a suspension. We're all feeling really beaten up by this neo-fascism. The center card is happy Democrats. There's a suspension of those politically married to Trump. But there's going to be gerrymandering and all kinds of weirdness going on. But there's a chance. That's what I'm getting there. Okay. $148. Will August and September be an unstable time? Well, I'll do 3 cards for August and 3 cards for September, because there's talk by various people. I think it was, is it really Rudy? I want to say it was Rudy Giuliani who just came out. No, it was Mike Lindell, I think, who just came out and said that Trump will be reinstated. It'll be August 13th or something. Mike, sit down. So there's all this talk about August, but I guess some other readers have been talking about September as well. So 3 cards. Will these become very unstable times? Okay. I'm shuffling. 1 card just flipped over. So it wants attention. And that card is the Tower card. That's a bolt out of the blue. That is an act of God. That is a shock. Okay. So reading about, is this energy unstable? But that isn't necessarily the answer. That can be saying, yes, okay, energetically, I'm in the right area. Oh, Holly, I am so sorry. Bless your husband on the other side. Okay, 3 cards for August. Will August 2021 be unstable, unsettled? Will September 2021 be unstable energy, insurrectionists, or mostly politically? This could have to do with weather, but mostly politically. Yeah, exactly. The date keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. Mm-hmm. All right, 8 of Cups. So that's a conjunct. That's an eclipse. But I don't think the big eclipses are coming until November and December. So that's probably not it. We'll come back to this to see what this is speaking of, because it could be talking about a couple of different things. All right, 7 of Swords. This is for August. Page of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Republicans trying to start something new. Something new. Person starting a new person, new start, new whatever. Rise of stealing. This is a thief card. To begin something, to begin Republican something. However, don't freak out. This is all minor arcana. This isn't another insurrection with this is not major arcana catastrophe cards. This is, gosh, I think I'm going to go finish reading that book I'm reading. I can catch up on the news later. So they're going to try but all right, September going to be chaotic. All right, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's usually a family dynasty, like the Trumps. Here we have the 4 of Cups, which is the card of refusal. And he's wearing this red shirt. Sorry, so sometimes it feels very much like perhaps being offered a plea deal or something and saying no. And a Queen of Wands, those politically married to fascism or the Trump world. So they're trying to get. This could be the Republican Party, although this is usually a family dynasty. Refusal to cooperate, being loyal. This is refusal is coming from people who are completely loyal to Trump. And then this is penny ante. I'm not getting chaos. So okay. Where are we? $153. Did Trump steal more than stationery from the White House? Neko lovers, there's super chat, and there's also a PayPal link in the description box. But I appreciate you asking. Thank you. I appreciate that. It helps a lot. I'm sorry, Holly. I'm so sorry. Wish I could give you a hug. Okay. It's gonna be more like 154. Okay, did Trump steal more than stationery from the White House? Oh, sticky fingers. Neko, can I get a question? Oh, no, this is not pay to play. It's first come, first serve. You never need to pay to have a question answered. 2 cards just fell out of the deck. Hold, please. The cards that fell out of the deck? Oh, excellent, Holly. I got the Devil turned upside down, and I got the 3 of Cups. That's what just fell out of the deck. And I'm asking about, did Trump steal more than stationery from the White House? This is an overturning of the corruption and Democrats celebrating. Democrat, Biden won. You're out of here. Oh, and there's Trump the man. Oh, Oh, Nicola, you just leave questions in the chat in all caps at the beginning of the live streams. And I'm here every single day. And I'll see if I can get to your question. And if not, I'm there the next day and the next day and the next day. I've been, other than one emergency I had more than a year ago, I've literally been on every single day since the day after Christmas 2019. So, I'm just going to do 3 cards. Did the Trump clan, anyway, did they steal more than stationery from the White House? That's illusion and delusion. It's lying. It could also be a person looking at all the shiny cups that they think they can take. That's the card for the reading, the actual official card for the reading. So it could just be, that could mean yes, that could mean energetically, I'm in the right area. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. Oh, and I only do political questions. I don't do personal. I'm so sorry. 5 of Pentacles. Being kicked out on their ear. I'm having serious Schadenfreude. Enjoy the karma energy. When they were kicked out. This is the homeless. They're being kicked out. This is the fascist victory. And that is the insult to injury card. So I won. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I don't think it was anything. If they did it, I don't know that it was anything significant. Okay, that's definitely legal worries. We've got swords. And this person can't sleep, is upset, late at night, feeling alone. Beautiful quilt, though. The bed's pretty impressive, and that's a gorgeous quilt. Anyway. 7 of Wands, so on the defensive, the Trump people on the defensive, it's over. The Death card is, it's over, you're done, sitting pretty, you've got your own stuff. The Death card just is basically, the energy isn't that they took something, the energy is get out. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had a question, so let's just sneak this in from 5830. Will Larry Rudolph? Oh no, we're not doing Larry Rudolph today. We can do Larry Rudolph tomorrow. I've got that question left over from yesterday about the cyber ninjas from Cece. This is going to be at 1:59. Cece has asked 2 days in a row now. Cyber ninjas, are they selling democratic information? Are they selling or using democratic information? Oh, thank you for being here, Cece. Thank you for your patience with me. Cyber ninjas. When cultural appropriation means nothing to you. Because there was that talk that they had put a whole bunch of stuff they shouldn't have had, and they unsupervised, put it in some kind of van and drove it to Montana or something, some cabin in Montana, I forget. That was a legal decision. This is the card of decision. Swords would be legal. This could be voting, but it's also legal, making a decision that has legal ramifications. Justice is right at the beginning, in your face, capital letters. very much, these guys are very much on the defensive. This is the fascism. This is the person feeling beaten up. Strength is in the middle. And I've been drawn more and more to the woman, infinite womanhood, infinite energy, taming the orange beast. Democrats sitting pretty. Republicans sitting pretty. Republicans have their own, they've got gerrymandering. They've got voter suppression. They've got other ways to. King of Cups, that it feels like Biden. This could be the Biden administration, but it feels like Biden. So Republicans think they're sitting pretty against Biden. Strength is in the middle, but the beast is being tamed. And we have these fascists who feel it's so unfair next to justice. In a sense, it's almost like it's reading this way, but that's what I get there. So whatever information they have, whatever they're trying to do, it's going to court. All right. Mostly they're just on the run, as it were, legally on, not literally on the run, but the defensive, you know what I mean. Anyway, that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everything. I'm going to keep reading like this. I like this. I like walking you guys through what I'm getting here. It suits me. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day. In 2 hours, I will be over on the Book Art Media channel for writing sprints. You're going to hear me for months talking about writing this mystery novel, but that's what we do. And thank you, Gerardo. And it's very kind. Thank you so much for everything. And thank you to our moderators. All right, hang in there. See you tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your day.